New breed. Yeah. It's a wave to it. Level up. Yeah. I'm enemy of the state. Jay Hackman. Yeah. See the cameras watching. And the street tactics. A bunch of weak bastards. Couple fiend rappers. Broken wrist, choke chains. They wear their jeans backwards. This is poetry in motion. Closed captioning. Running victory laps. No more relapse. This is activism. Felt the pain of the world, so they had to listen. Fighting devils every punch. Got bad intentions. Drink water, mind my business. And read the scriptures. And now we gifted. Anointed by the holy word. Niggas hate the truth. It's so absurd. Yes, they vision blurred. My soul bleeding every verb. May I strike a nerve. Flip the channel, all I see is psycho back. Probably hit them one time before they hit the graphic. I'm a lyrical tyrant, a pivotal giant. Praying to the east while my mind's on Mount Zion. I think they mad cause we beaming. Their intentions are seeping through their eyes full of demons. So much attention they seeking. Yeah, them haters be tweaking. I hit the road and I'm loving it. Searching for prominence like the Ark of the Covenant. Time to do the impossible. These endeavors I juggle it. The Lord got his hands on me cause he got a plan for me. They souls got a dark hole, just like a cavity. His envy up in your heart, eating you like a shark. They prey on our downfall, but flee when we sound off. The devil's a coward, ain't he? And we too calculated not to be infiltrated, and barely we celebrated. I sit under palm trees, jot on these loose leaves, flow with the currents, baby, just like I'm Bruce Lee. I'm moving like water now, but I'm not watered down. Crossing these borders, a couple shots to this crown. The results of a long time coming, lost generation, causing all this ruckus. Ring of fire around the camp they can't touch. Ring of fire around the camp they can't touch. The results of a long time coming, lost generation, causing all this ruckus. Ring of fire around the camp they can't touch. Ring of fire around the camp they can't touch. Yeah. My Lordy, Lord, I maintain. Let us maintain. I'm a soldier at war. We the soldiers. And we gon' even the score. It's our time. It ain't on us, but it's in us. It ain't on us, but it's in us. We glowed up. We glowed up. The results of a long time coming. Lost generation, causing all this ruckus. It's our time. Ring of fire around the camp they can't touch. They can't touch us. Ring of fire around the camp they can't touch. Ring of fire. Yeah. Yeah.
Ring of fire around the camp they can't touch us. Shalom, Israel. It's your brother New Breed coming through with another live stream. I see you brothers and sisters entering the chat. All praises to the Most High. If y'all like that song right there, you can find it exclusively available on New Breed Music and Motivation. Go over there and subscribe, because not only do we have exclusive music, but we got shorts and we also got live streams over there as well. So, make sure you sign up so you up to date with all the uploads and content that's actually on this platform. You don't want to miss out on anything. As of late, the Most High been putting the spirit on me to really, blow the trumpet, blow the shofar, and speak about the signs of the times. So that's what I've been honing in on as of late, because there's a lot going on in the world right now. The Bible also tells us in Ezekiel 33:6, but if the watchmen see the sword come and blow not the trumpet, and the people be not warned, if the sword come and take any person from among them, he is taken away in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at the watchman's hand. See, I ain't trying to be held accountable and have blood on my hands, because the Most High is showing me certain things going on in society, and I'm not obedient enough to say it. And a lot of the times, these things that I see, they could be a bit perplexing. Some would find it frightening or alarming. Sometimes it comes to me in dreams. Sometimes, I'm overhearing things going on in the media, and the Most High provides all the words needed, because I pray for the utterance to be able to deliver the message. But I have to be obedient. And as you can see, a lot of the times, these topics be so multi-layered and multifaceted because it be so much at once going on, where most content creators would do one topic at a time. That's not how it works in my mind. The Most High just shows me like a puzzle, because one thing about media is everything is actually connected. And a lot of people don't really get it. That's why we get so many diversions and things of that nature. But, I want to talk about quite a few things. I want to talk about the US dollar being done. It's over, people. It's a wrap. I want to talk about certain Bible bans that's taking place in Los Angeles that may even be the prototype for every state to come. Also, I want to talk about CERN portals and some of the evil that's taking place in these schools, particularly with the after school program. Yesterday, actually caught the news. And it was Jesse Waters. He was interviewing the Satanic Temple spokesman about this after school program. And I want to react to what the news was airing on Fox and chime in on that as well. So we got quite a few sources to go to. First and foremost, let's talk about this US dollar with no further ado. I'm going to go into the source and chime in because this is something that I've been speaking on. Actually, my last video, I spoke on the US dollar actually plummeting and what took place with Joe Biden and the US Africa summit, where he donated $55 billion over there to Africa to make sure they have a digital currency platform in place for Africa. So we talked about how that's going to affect the states. And then there's even more news that came out recently. So let's go there. Countries are saying deuces to the US dollar. Yes, people. This is the real deal. Let's get it.
With the Chinese yuan instead of the US dollar, furthering his goal to internationalize the Chinese currency and replace the dollar as the reserve currency of the world.
President Xi met with the...
You hear that right, ladies and gentlemen? They're trying to replace the US dollar with Chinese currency. The US dollar has plummeted to an all-time low, and we are witnessing the fall of the US fiat currency as we know it. Let's continue.
Regional leaders of the entire Middle East and North Africa, some 20-something nations. This is a slight paradigm shift that's beginning to take place here, and it has strategic significance that a lot of the media is missing. It wasn't just a meeting with Mohammed bin Salman from Saudi Arabia. He hosted this regional summit, something similar that President Trump did in 2017 when he met with the regional leaders being hosted by Mohammed bin Salman. So we've come a long way since July of 2017 because this relationship between the United States and the Arab world is tarnished. I have one recommendation here for the administration. Work with the incoming Prime Minister of Israel, Prime Minister Netanyahu, who wants to strengthen and expand the Abraham Accords. That means relationship with Arabs and Israelis. Work with him and have him help you renew the relationship with the Arabs.
So now we have an issue with foreign relations trying to basically pick the dollar back up. But as of now, moving forward, let's make sure y'all got this from the beginning, what was said. One moment. I think
after telling Arab leaders on Friday that he wants to buy oil and gas with the Chinese yuan.
So now, they want to purchase oil and gas with the Chinese yuan opposed to the US dollar. And that is pivotal right there. That's an important piece of information because when it comes to gas and oil, that is the #1 resource within the earth, ladies and gentlemen, which totally takes the soul out of America as we know it. And, this is all biblical. This is all Revelations. This was prophesied. Revelations 18:10 reads, standing afar from the fear of her torment, saying, alas, alas, that great city, Babylon, that mighty city, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come. Let's go on. And the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over her, for no man buyeth their merchandise anymore. Goes on to say, the merchandise of gold, silver, precious stones, and of pearls, and fine linen, and purple, and silk, and scarlet, and all fine wood, and all manner vessels of ivory, and all manner vessels of most precious wood, and brass, and iron, and marble. See, the merchants are going to be standing off from afar, marveling at the fact that you are not going to be able to use the US dollar, which is the main trading, which would be the main trading system for all of these items. Every item that's listed that the Bible says, all these goods, all these resources will pretty much be non and void as Babylon is falling. Somebody said this channel is a channel of fear. If you scared, you're not of the Most High. And I'm gonna go ahead and get you up out of here. I'm gonna block you. I'm not even going to, I don't want to affect the algorithm in a negative way. So I'm just going to go ahead and block you. I'm not going to give you the sound effect right now because there's an important message that I need people who are knowledgeable of the Bible and, you know, Christians and anybody to understand right at this moment. This is not about fear mongering. This is about making you aware of what's actually taking place. What I just played for you is directly from the news. It's telling you that the US dollar, that countries are literally chucking the deuces and they want to use another form of currency because the US dollar it doesn't have value. So I'm just simply telling you the truth. If you choose to be afraid, that's on you. Because one thing about my channel, what I tend to do over here is I also give you some tangible solutions on how to prepare for it. So it's not going to be just problems. Actually, you should be praising the Most High that, you know, prophecy is coming true because we can read these things biblically. That should validate the scriptures even more. Because personally, I'm not afraid. I know the Most High has his chosen seal. I know the Most High is looking out for his people. I'm not worried, and you shouldn't be worried unless you are of the devil. And if you choose not to prepare for what's coming, that's on you. But I must warn you, right? That's what the scriptures commanded me to do. Now, back to the scriptures. It goes on to say, now let me read that again. Actually, let me go to the previous verse before I was rudely interrupted with that injection or assertion. And the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over her, for no man buyeth their merchandise anymore. So this is prophecy. The death of the US dollar is prophecy. And allow me to continue. And this will be some of the things that this is going to affect worldwide. Revelations 18 and 13. The cinnamons, the odors, the ointments, the frankincense, the wine and oil, fine flowers, wheat, beasts, sheep, horse, chariots, and slaves, and souls of men. These are the things that's going to be affected when the US dollar collapses. There's certain things that we're not going to be a part of when it comes to trade and resources. Certain civil luxuries that you used to having, you won't be seeing that as the dollar continues to collapse. Revelations 18 and 14, and the fruits that thy soul lusted after, they are departed from thee, and all things which were dainty and godly are departed from thee, and thou shalt find them no more at all. That's what's going to happen when this country finally falls, when America falls, Babylon. All these things will be unavailable. I'm just going to tell you straight up what it's going to be. I'm not telling you when it's going to be that way, but it's coming. It's going to be pretty much like a third world country. So that's just what it is. That's the reality of the situation. All right. So if you're scared, the Bible tells you that the fear of the Lord is the beginning of all knowledge. So you should be your fear should be of the Most High, because he's the one judging this place. Right now, let's go here. Play it a little more.
Instead of the US dollar, furthering his goal to internationalize the Chinese currency and replace the dollar.
So big China's taking over. Yeah. China's about to be the big homie now, which is also scriptural, that the dragon would take over, that, you know, China would be next to be the next world superpower. It's just what it is. This is what's going to take place. This goes right in the Bible prophecy, man. It just is what it is.
As the reserve currency of the world.
So you're looking at the Chinese currency becoming a new reserve currency of the entire world. Now, this is what I want to tell people. Listen, you got to move smart with your money. You got to invest in things that are tangible, liquidate your assets. Don't be foolish with your bread out here. Learn how to stack up. Somebody said they disagree. What do you disagree with? I'm not sure what you disagree with. Don't make blanket statements. Just be straight up, right? What is it to disagree with? Because I'm reading straight from the scriptures. But what you got to do is you got to really prepare. You know, what some people should consider doing in this day and age is, if you are in a family who are getting along, y'all are together, and I mean a total family, consider putting y'all's money together. Consider doing things together, investing with each other. Create an environment where one hand washes the other. If you have that type of family, a tight-knit group, or build your own family, your spiritual family, those individuals that you can trust, those individuals you can network with and actually create a bond with. Move together, have reinforcement in your life. Don't forsake the assembly of those who are righteous people. You know, exactly. Let your powers be combined. Like, learn how to work together. And that's just something I gotta advise people. It's like, you know, it's very rare that people have the eyes to see and the ears to hear, and it's very rare that people actually prepare. Don't waste the oil in your lampstand for people who are not even preparing, because those individuals, when austerity measures hit, they're going to be knocking at your door. And that's what the scriptures warned us about. Sharing the lamp in your lampstand so you can't even see and navigate your way out of these tumultuous times. That's what you don't want to do. And this is why these fervent warnings, and I'm making videos like this so you can actually get ready. And if you choose to, you know, spread this word to other people, show people what's going on, or break it down to them, and they choose not to listen, you did your job. You got to worry about you and your family. You got to start to stock up. You got to start to prepare, because it's going to come a time where the Most High's people are going to be sealed, and we're going to be somewhere tucked away while the world is losing their mind. They don't come out with all of these movies like The Purge for no reason. They don't come out with all these post-apocalyptic films for no reason. It's called predictive programming. And the reality of the situation is these times are drawing near. The further the dollar plummets, the further America plummets. So, you know, I just want to put that out there, right? The US dollar is pretty much done. You can't really do anything with it. It is changing commerce worldwide. And things will just never be the same. You know, one thing about this system is they don't go backwards. Once they take an inch, they're going to continue until they get a mile from you. And that's just how the system operates. You don't go through an economic revolution such as the one we experienced under the pandemic and think that things are going to go back to normal. No, they prepared to make things what they are. And about 10 years from now, we don't know where this country is going to be. So it's best that you put your best foot forward, and just get prepared. Just pay attention. Watch the news. And if you don't want to watch the news, at least watch these videos and gain some understanding. Use your discernment, right? Now, I wanted to put that out there, because that's all we can do as the Most High's people. We pay attention and we do the best we can to prepare for it, right? Now, there's more, man. There's so much going on in the world right now. You have the death of the dollar. Simultaneously, there are Bible bans going on, and the famine of the word seems to be put on full display. And I want to talk a little bit about that. I want to talk a little bit about the famine of the word, but first and foremost, I feel compelled to bring in the evil that's going on in the schools first. I really want to react to this interview. This interview that was on Fox News that I witnessed last night. All right. This video is titled Jesse Waiters Grills Satanic Temple Spokesman. I want y'all to peep this, man, because this is what's going on in these schools right now, right? And I think this is all going to tie together with some of the Bible bans and the famine of the word that we're witnessing, right? And if you are in the live stream, you join it, make sure you come in and pound the like button. Helps the video out. Thank you.
Everybody looked forward to the after-school program. Drama club was for anybody who wanted to be the next Brad Pitt. Debate club, you know, the people aspiring to be the next Supreme Court justice, but I wasn't really a club guy.
The next screw that falls out is going to be you.
What was that? Eat my shorts.
But whichever club you chose.
Hey, for the individual that said Fox is control op, I absolutely agree with you. But you know how we do it. We extract information. We see what they got going on. I believe the entire news media is all control opposition. It's all wicked. It's all just total nonsense used to control the masses through a Hegelian dialectica, used to suppress the conscience of man and give you bread and circus. That is a fact. So don't think for a second that I'm one of these guys who just buying into Fox News or any other news for that matter. Let me just put that out there. See, I'm not dealing with Democrat or Republican. I'm not dealing with the left right wing paradigm at all. I'm just dealing with righteousness, what's right and what's wrong, and you know, basically putting the information out there. Yeah, it's pretty much 6 families that control the entire media as we know it. I mean, they're all controlled, literally. All right, let's go.
It was to make you a better person, you know, help you make friends, expand your horizons. And today, there's a new program that has been trying to take hold in our schools. Satan clubs. One Virginia town is already seeing it firsthand. B.M. Williams Primary School has introduced the After School Satan Club, organized by the Satanic Temple. The club promotes activities centered around the 7 fundamental tenets of Satanism. These tenets are, you know, the satanic equivalent of the 10 Commandments. And this obviously has upset parents. One mom spoke to Fox. Watch.
This was truly when parents showed up. It had a record turnout. Parents in opposition were the majority turnout, overwhelming majority turnout. When we're discussing Satan clubs in our public schools, we are failing our children. We are failing our children. These are frightening images. It's a frightening ideology. It's the responsibility of the adults in the room to stand up and speak up for the parents.
So she says it's frightening imagery being showed to the children, and it's a frightening ideology. Now, if y'all give me a moment, I'm gonna pull something up. I want to find out the exact ideology, because I believe that the Satanic Temple has 7 principles that they're going to be teaching the children. And I need to know what these 7 principles are, because although Jesse tried to grill the spokesman for the Satanic Temple, he really didn't answer. He only gave 1 principle. So let me see if I can pull up the 7 principles that they are teaching. So once that question is asked, I'll already have that for y'all. So let me pull that up for a moment. All right. Okay, so I was able to pull up the website, because more than likely they're going to just all out hide these principles. You know, the website itself may actually play it. So let's go ahead and continue. Yes, Stepping on Idol says they believe in pleasure over indulgence rather than abstinence. They are sick in the head. They absolutely are. We're talking about bringing Satan into the schools. And this is why it's time to get your children in an unschooled program, meaning homeschooling them, teaching them yourself. Yup. Yeah, it's going on in VA right now. And, I'm pretty sure this won't be the only place this is rolled out. But this is straight up wickedness, man. All right, let's see.
Have to do better.
I get it. We don't want Satan being promoted to our children. Primetime's been covering these Satanists for a while. A few months ago, I don't know if you remember, we went to SatanCon to find out what these people are all about.
Satan represents carnal desire.
What does Satan look like?
Me?
Satan.
So, she just basically came out and says Satan represents carnal desire. Yeah. I mean, she right out with it. Straight up with it. Going after the innocent, teaching your innocent children carnal desire. Not discipline, not virtuous values, not righteousness, not morality of any sort, but your carnal desire. Yeah, this is what they're bringing into the schools here in America. See, you can get a real good understanding on where your country is going with what they allow your children to learn. You can get a real good understanding. Now, let's continue.
Looks like whatever you want Satan to look like in your mind.
The biggest misconception about Satanism is that we sacrifice children, we eat babies.
They actually do. They actually do sacrifice children and eat babies, allegedly. But those in the hierarchs, not these little teenagers in these little shops dressing in goth clothes, trying to be a part of some type of clique. But the high ups actually do these things. And, they pretty much know that, but they're operating in deception, as Satan would do.
And we don't like kittens, and that could be the farthest from the truth. We love kittens. We love babies.
Oh, so they like kittens. What else are they about? Well, we still have some questions. So let's ask the Satanic Temple spokesperson, Lucian Greaves. All right, Lucian. If Satan is evil, I thought. Jesse. Nice to meet you, too.
Look at this damn weirdo. And this is who y'all going to bring into our schools? Seriously? You can look at this man and see all kind of perversions and all kind of wickedness on him, man. This is what they bringing in. I mean, listen, this is America. Home of the free, land of the brave. This is what this country is. But a lot of people still believe in this is God's country. Y'all still believe this is the same country that's supposedly built on fundamental Christian values. But here you have it.
If Satan's evil, why should kids be in an evil club?
This is who you want around your children. Look at him. Look at this dude. Look at this weird, creepy looking dude here. Ain't no way. Ain't no way.
Well, obviously, we don't view Satan as evil, and it really doesn't matter to us what your mythology is surrounding Satan. You need to ask yourself.
They don't look at Satan as being evil. Isaiah chapter 5, verse 20 says, woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. So the Bible tells us otherwise. And you see how, there's simplicity in the scriptures. Simplicity. Yeah, somebody said it. He got that vampire look. I mean, just take a second. Take a gander. Somebody come look at this dude. Just look for a second. This is what they want to bring into our schools. you got the Caucasian Fetty Wap trying to come through and teach our children some principles. Yeah, this is what's going on right now. Azaria, Zion, thank you. My daughter's name is Azaria as well. Azaria, thank you for the $10 contribution. Says to keep exposing this truth, Breed. Thank you for all the hard work you do to keep your people informed. All praises to the Most High. Thank you so much. I appreciate the support. It is heavily appreciated.
If your distaste over us identifying as Satanists is strong enough that you would abandon the principles of free speech and religious liberty.
I always thought Satan was like sex, you know?
You know, how is it they could pull the free speech and religious liberty card when it comes to introducing all of these new age philosophies, religions, and belief systems, or straight up Satanism? But the Bible is being banned in various places. Why was the Bible taken out of the schools during church versus state? You could be whatever you want in this world, but you cannot bring forth the Bible. Will it come a time, ladies and gentlemen, where us chosen ones are totally outlawed from society and the Bible is not able to be taught anymore? Yeah, I don't believe he's human either. Tavon Austin. I mean, look at him. That is definitely more than likely a skinwalker. For those who don't know what a skinwalker is, a reptilian shapeshifter. And I know they call me a conspiracy theorist because I believe that there are reptiles and skinwalkers. I believe that there are meat suits. I believe that certain individuals among us are not human beings. And I know it sounds crazy. It sounds like New Breed probably doesn't get out the house enough, or possibly I stay to myself too much and I got too much time to think. I get it. Those are the, those typically are the thought process of a lot of individuals. But on the contrary, I actually get out quite often. I have balance in my life. I'm not a quote unquote incel, but I'm aware. I'm very aware. I can see. The Lord blessed me to see certain things. And that right there, ladies and gentlemen, that we looking at your screen, it's one of them. Yeah, the truth is out there. The truth is out there.
Like when you're 18, Satan, sex, do your thing. But I don't know if I would want Satan in schools. You understand how parents feel, right?
Well, parents can feel that way, and many parents feel similarly about evangelical after-school clubs. And in fact, we put our club in place to offer an alternative against an evangelical club that's explicitly designed to convert children and get them to proselytize to other kids. So if parents don't want to send their kids to an after-school Satan club, they can send them to an evangelical.
So they're saying that, since they offer both in this school, they offer evangelicals, and they offer the Satan club, it's kind of up for parents to, facilitate where their children go, which I agree. But why is this thing, put it this way, because I don't think nothing is by chance, right? There must be a demographic of students that will be attending this school. It must be some parents who want their children there. I mean, think about it, ladies and gentlemen. For them to roll this out, there must be certain parents who are already in cahoots with the Satanic Temple. Yeah. So when you think of it from that level, a lot of these communities, these small towns, you would be surprised that the lady baking the muffins, baking the cookies for the, for the basketball team, for the soccer team, that's doing the, throwing after school parties and doing all these things, you would be surprised of how much these parents are involved in the temple. I mean, I'm dead serious. Some of these communities are straight wicked. I mean, it'll be the mom, the soccer mom that's carpooling, picking up all the kids. But guess what? In the middle of the night, in the dark behind the scenes, yo, she's sitting in pentagrams lighting candles. Yo, she's doing some sacrifices out here. She's doing some rituals out here. Like, it's a wicked world we living in. So for them to be able to post up like that, trust and believe there's some parents involved. Straight up. Double D Animations. Thank you for the $5 contribution. I appreciate the support. And you know what? I gotta put my Stranger Things music on as well, man. What we doing here? What are we doing here? We streaming live, man. Y'all know what it is, man. Let's continue.
Local club, there's other religious clubs. Really, I think the controversy just evades the issue as to whether or not we're willing to allow government functionaries at school boards or whatever to simply shut down somebody's religious liberty or free speech because they don't like.
Yeah, because the mayor and the governor, all of them are probably in on it. This is why this is going to be something so easy to, implement for the most part. When you really put things in hindsight, if this was allowed, we more than likely, a lot of the city officials, revered and respected people of that community, is a part of it. There's a lot of Freemasonic neighborhoods, man, all across the United States. Real talk. Yeah, Unique says this is a scary world we live in, and it gets worse by the day. Yeah, but the Most High people are preserved, man. Yep, exactly. Ty White says exactly. Hell, they probably funded it. Real talk. Real talk. The parents really want this thing. Let's continue.
Like it.
So you're kind of doing it to tweak the system. I get it. What are these tenets of Satanism? Can you enlighten me?
Yeah, I think the tenets are very pro-social. They're almost universal, I would think. And I think as time goes on, we'll kind of converge on a consensus morality.
Yo, his voice changed, and there's another voice coming out this dude, man. And yeah, somebody said it. McDonald caught it too. He said, listen to his voice. There's something changed, man. I don't know if y'all heard that. But something came out of this brother, man. Something came out of this not even a brother. Something came out of this entity, this force. And, he didn't even answer the question either. He was asked what those tenets are, but, they're liars. John 8:44 says, ye are your father, the devil. The lust of your father ye will do. He was a murderer from the beginning and abode not in the truth, because there's no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own. But he is a liar and the father of it. So, interviewing this guy, I believe the host is getting a little annoyed because dude keeps lying. Yeah, dude is lying. All right, let's continue.
But we don't have to.
Look at him lying.
Emotional damage.
I mean, we're not looking to convert people into Satanism.
We're not looking to convert people into Satanism. Stop the lies, man. This man just told 5 lies in less than a paragraph. He just told 5 lies that quick. Craziness, madness. Nothing but madness coming from this person. We don't want these people around our children.
We're not even teaching children about Satanism in the classes.
We're not teaching the children about Satanism in the classes. Another lie. Damn, you was a liar.
Tenet.
One should strive to act with compassion and empathy with it to all creatures within reason.
Oh.
Yeah, that sounds like something off of the Georgia Guidestones that the Most High more than likely struck down. Yeah.
That sounds fine. All right.
You might like it.
Maybe. I don't know about all that. Are you married, by the way?
No, I'm not.
Oh, he said that real weird. Like, I don't know. I don't even think he's dealing with women for real. It just is what it is. I mean, hey, and let me make this clear. If you struggling with certain lifestyles out here, you just got to repent. live a lifestyle that seek repentance, change your life, and move on. Ask the Most High to deliver you. Sin no more, just like any other sin. So, you know, I don't want people to think that it's hate speech going on over here, because it's not like that. You may be battling with anything. You know, we want you to repent. But it is what it is, man. Let's continue.
Okay. I was just wondering. All right, so you're probably going to go to hell, right?
I don't believe in hell.
Hold up. Hold up. Hey, I like how you asked him that.
I don't believe in hell. We're a non-theistic religious group.
All right. I thought.
I like how you asked him that, though, because that's a good question. Let's see what they think about hell.
Tenant.
One should strive to act with compassion and empathy with it to all creatures within reason.
Oh, that sounds fine. All right.
You might like it.
Maybe. I don't know about all that. Are you married, by the way?
No, I'm not.
Oh.
He's not even human. You asking if he married. He looks offended. He looks offended by that question. So you already know these people are more than likely practicing alternative lifestyles, you know?
Oh, okay. I was just wondering. All right, so you're probably going to go to hell, right?
That's funny.
I don't believe in hell.
They don't believe in hell. Wow. How you believe in Satan but don't believe in hell? Where's Satan ruling from?
We're a non-theistic religious group.
All right. I thought maybe you wanted to go to hell. What do I know? I need to learn more about
like
Satanism.
It would be a better party than heaven.
So they believe hell is a party.
And where, you know, I mean, you have one place where all the sexless kind of go after.
So he said, you got one place where the sexless go. So all these people thinking about is sex. All they got is sex on their mind. When he loses his life, all he thinking about is sex. He believed that in hell people gonna be getting it in. This is what they believe, right? Let's go.
They live a celibate, uninteresting life.
He said in heaven it's a celibate, non-interesting life. So in hell, you know, they supposed to be having orgies and freak fest. And this is what they're gonna be teaching these children, pretty much, allegedly.
Hell might be okay.
All right, we gotta go. I'm probably gonna butcher your name again. Lucian.
That's okay. It's Lucian Greaves.
Lucian. Almost had it. Thank you very much.
Now I can tell you now what Fox News agenda is. It's to make this normalcy. That's what the agenda is. To make these people seem normal. You know, slowly introduce, I don't even want to call them people, these entities, slowly introduce them to society, hoping that the world will finally crack and accept this. Right? I want to see what these principles are. I want to see what these principles are. Yes, it's desensibilization. Let me see here. Let me see if it says isn't directly listed on the website. These tenets that they follow. Let me see. Let's play this here. I want to know what the tenets are, but you know, they act like it was a secret. Let me see if I can find it on Google. It's not even on their website, y'all. It's not even on their website. You know, the Most High, he operates in the light, but you know, they got to keep it in the darkness. Let's see. Yeah, they do not have these tenets listed, so it ain't even no telling. And he acted like it was a secret. Like he didn't want to tell you where he's going to be teaching these children. That's crazy. After school Satan Club mission. It tells their mission statement. It doesn't give these tenets. I think they want you to download a handbook in order to get the tenets. Let me see. Y'all, this is crazy. Let me share my screen with y'all. Y'all, look at this. This is bananas, yo. Just look at this, y'all. Let me see. This is the brochure that they're going to be giving out to parents and children. Somebody says what the mission says. All right. After school Satan Club mission. After school Satan Club focus on free inquiry and rationalism, the scientific basis for which we know what we know about the world around us. We prefer to give children an appreciation of the natural wonders surrounding them, not a fear of everlasting otherworldly horrors. Word vomit. It says educating with Satan. After school Satan clubs meet a select public schools already hosting after religious clubs. So any school that hosts a religious club, they can go ahead and get their grubby paws in there because under the freedom of religion clause, pretty much. Trained educators provide activities and learning opportunities which students are free to engage in, or they may opt to explore other interests that may be aided by available research. So their mission statement is pretty much what they're calling rationalism. So they're going to rationalize everything. And one thing about rationalism is you can make up anything, rationalize it. Yeah, you can rationalize anything in life. They're teaching children how to be manipulative liars or create their own narratives or solely build off of opinion. That's what most people do in society these days. They rationalize. Fact is not fact anymore. And, you know, if you can you can pretty much rationalize anything. So that's what they're going to be teaching your children. Not order, not anything that's going to govern them. But listen, you can rationalize your way through life. If you believe, if you can come up with your own concept of something and you believe it, you can live that way. You can follow it. Yeah. Not right. Yeah, exactly, Ty White. Right is wrong and wrong is right, pretty much. That's what they're going to be teaching. Straight Satanism, no logic. And they're going to mix it in with some Scientology. I'm telling you, yeah, the do without wilt mindset. Yeah, they're going to be teaching these children transgenders are real women, stuff like that. Their own personal truths is what's going to be taught. And justification for sin, wickedness, perversion, and anything else. And imagine that on a child's mind. That's pretty much what they're aiming to do. Real wickedness. And it's not even telling you some of the principles they're teaching. It may be on this brochure. Let me skim through it a little bit. Let me blow this up a little bit so y'all can see this a little bit bigger, right? Because I had to download the PDF just to get this information I'm getting at. Let's see what else is in here. And this is 2 pages. And look, it has questions like why Satan, who is teaching my child in this club? How about if they're religious? So they're aiming at pretty much everybody. Let's go to the next. Oh, these are both pages here. These are both pages. They're still not giving up these principles, though. So I guess one is just to ask face to face when they take their children there. You know, I wouldn't doubt if some of those parents who are probably members of the Masonic Lodge, some of the witches, warlocks, and evil beings in that neighborhood, they already know the principles that's going to be taught because they've been taught these principles. It sounds like the same principles of the Georgia Guidestones, because one of them the one he listed on the news was literally written on the Georgia Guidestones. It was just worded different. Yeah, Ash says it's probably too dark to advertise. Real talk. Yeah, man. 6 stuff here. 6 stuff. And I want to talk a little bit about these Bible bans because while this is going on, While all of this is going on, you wouldn't believe what's happening in Los Angeles. You wouldn't believe this. Hold on real quick. Let me see.
After telling Arab leaders on Friday.
Sorry about that. Let's see. All right, here we go, right here. Peep this.
Attacking free speech and freedom of religion?
There's 8 homosexual legislators, Democrats, all of them, who are sponsoring this bill. And AB 2943 would start by saying, okay, nobody can get counseling to overcome same-sex desires. Okay, so no help.
Where students have decided to throw the Bible out of their dorms. So one of Britain's largest hotel chains actually decided to remove all of its Bibles from its hotel rooms in order not to discriminate any religion at all. Well, the words Jesus and Christ have been banned as offensive by Marks and Spencer's on its online gift messaging.
And we are, by essentially metaphysical constitution, a Christian nation. Now, if we don't want to be a Christian nation anymore, then that is going to be a very serious change in our country, and it's going to mark a significant transition in the history.
Same law also prompted a court in Nantes to ban Christmas nativity scenes from public places last year. Well, EU authorities also point at growing hostility and violence toward Christians in recent years that largely passes unnoticed by governments.
This will be done in California and across.
So, you know, all while they're putting Satan in your elementary schools for after-school programs all around the world, the Bible is being banned. And some places in China, literally the Bible is outlawed. They rushing up in people's homes. They throwing gas bombs. They laying people on the floor. They got things that's equivalent to the SWAT team when it comes to the Bible. But all while this is happening, they're introducing Satan. And the Bible actually prophesied this in Amos 8:11, verse 12. Let's go to 11 and then we'll go to 12. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord God, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord. And they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord, and shall not find it. See, everything that we bring out on this channel is just strictly coming from the Bible. This is the time that we're going into, the famine of the word. While they're introducing the man of sin, you know, the Bible is being banned in various places. People don't want to hear the word of God. People look at Bible preachers as too religious, even though, you know, again, you can be as balanced. You can live your life. You can be not the religious type at all, but you love the Lord. You love this word and you want to bring it out. You know, people can't digest it. People would rather celebrate their pagan holidays, eat what they want to eat, do what they want to do, you know, and just live their lives to the fullest. And the Bible becomes very difficult for them to hear. It's going to come a time where everybody who is really speaking this truth, speaking the light of the word, is going to be labeled as religious zealots, overbearing. There's going to be a lot of hate towards biblical people in general. That's why the Bible says, have I become your enemy because I tell you the truth? You know, people love to shoot the messenger. People, you know, you just giving out what the word is saying because you telling your people what's going on, and they're going to hate you for it. You know, that's the time we living in. Yeah. They'll call us hyper religious or all of these things. And all we doing was reading directly from the Bible, paralleling these things with current events because we're watching. We're watching. Yeah, somebody said Western society was never really taught about spiritual things. That's true to a degree. The spiritual things they were taught about are actually evil things, New Age philosophy or pagan traditions. Yep. All why they want to take Christ out of the system. They want to take Christ out of this, man, because that's the biggest threat. And regardless of what you call him, we're talking about the Christ. Y'all remember when the UFC guy, he won that championship. And Dana, you know, what's his name? Dana White. Dana White got on TV. He had a real issue with the man thanking the Lord. Matter of fact, let me pull it up for y'all right here. Y'all remember this moment in sports history? It's like they don't want the Lord to get any gratification in this society.
You just won the biggest fight of your career, you know? America doesn't want to hear your thoughts on Jesus.
America don't want to hear your thoughts on Jesus. And I know it's going to be some religious folks in here saying, you know, hey, man, the name ain't Jesus. We know that. His name is Yeshua or Yeshaya. It started with a Y. No, to be totally frank with you, the Bible tells us. Matter of fact, let me pull that scripture up for y'all so we don't ever have this debate again about his name, right? I want to pull a scripture up. So we don't ever have this debate. So you can know where I stand when it comes to the name of Christ. Revelations 19:12. Moderators, please repost that scripture within the chat. Revelations 19:12. I want all my moderators, if you can. I mean, yeah. Revelations 19:12. Please post that in the chat for everybody to see. Hold on, let me see here. It says, his eyes were as flame of fire, and on his head were many crowns, and he had a name written that no man knew but he himself. Right? Y'all got that, right? He had a name written that no man knew himself. So the Lord winked upon our ignorance. When he returns, nobody's going to know his name. But for the sake of understanding, people call him Jesus, right? That's the name that's understood. If you remember him as the scriptures have written, you shall have everlasting waters. That's what the Bible tells us. So as long as you're remembering the Christ that is written of in the Bible and not the Christ that's made up in a lot of these churches, then you're on the right track, right? Luis Martinez, thank you for the 10. It says, the Bible is the only truth we have in this world, bro. I'll never let them take the word from me. The news always silences Yah. Glad you're speaking on these topics, Breed. Much respect. One love. Thank you. I appreciate the support, bro. And stay in the faith. Truth rises. It says, I don't know if it's staged, but they banned it. Child actor Kirk Cameron's new children gospel books in public libraries as well. Wow. I don't know nothing about them. I have to do my research upon that. But thank you for the support. Now watch this, y'all. Dana White don't want fighters talking about Jesus because what? The America don't want to hear that. And that's true. America don't want to hear about salvation. You could be whatever you want to be in this earth, but you can't be one who serves the Messiah.
And you know, keep that stuff at home. Religion, politics, all that stuff. When you're out there fighting and you're being interviewed, they want to hear about the fight.
Well, Christ is the reason he won the fight.
It's awesome that you love Jesus. Love Jesus all you want. And just don't have to do it publicly.
Wow. See, this is what's going on. But they can bring Satan in schools, though.
Foremost, I want to thank
Jesus Christ, my Lord and Savior. Without him, I would be nothing.
Without him, he'll be nothing. Without him, he'll be nothing. That demon Dana White got upset about that. Oh, MK Ultra Reptile. Tarina Felix, thank you for the $20 contribution. Says all praises to the Most High. Thank you for all you do, New Breed. Thank you for the support. I appreciate it. Yeah, that arrogant clown is going to get taken out one day, Metaphysics. Just the disrespect for the Lord, man. Chris 77. Thanks for the 5. Says all praises to the Most High. New Breed, keep speaking true. Thanks, fam. I appreciate the support. See, you know, I like to bring these sources to prove my point. You know, it's like you don't mind Satan being in society and very prevalent. You got TV shows like Little Demon and Little Devil and all these things. But a man can't thank the Lord because he just won a fight. He was in a battle. He was in a lion's den. You know how dangerous those fights are? Yep. Matthew 7:23. And then I will profess unto them, I never knew you. Depart from me, ye that work iniquity. Yep. If you're not remembering Christ as the scriptures are written, he's going to say, I never knew you. Depart from you. Depart from me. Straight up. Real talk.
You just won the biggest fight of your career, you know? America doesn't want to hear your thoughts on Jesus.
America does not want to hear our thoughts on Jesus. Y'all hear this? Why say to hell with America? I say to hell with Babylon. I say Christ coming back to bring vengeance and bloodshed on America. I say that Christ coming back to wear the crown of every single nation that ever enslaved his people. I say Christ coming back for our recompense. I say Christ is going to be bloodshed and destruction to the heathens. That's what I say is going to happen, straight like that. So that these heathens can continue to be arrogant all they want. But Christ coming back, and all those words, they're going to have to eat them. They're going to have to eat them words straight up. Straight like that.
And, you know, keep that stuff at home. Religion, politics, all that stuff. When you're out there fighting and you're being interviewed, they want to hear about the fight. It's awesome that you love Jesus. Love Jesus all you want. You just don't have to do it publicly.
Because the American people don't want to hear it. That's what it's coming to. We're going to be condemned and shamed for wanting to serve our God. To serve the Lord. Real talk. And then you got something going on in CERN that I wanted to show y'all real briefly, because we're going to talk about this portal, this organic portal that seemed to have opened up in Switzerland. Before I forget about that, I need to show y'all this, right? Because y'all know I just be jumping place to place with this thing, man. Let me see here. Let me bring this up.
After telling Arab leaders.
Shout out to the Hebrew Hub and shout out to Woke Breed. Those where I'll be getting a lot of my sources today. Man claims he's seen interdimensional portal in Switzerland near CERN facility. I want y'all to take a look at this. Right there, right in our faces. So whatever they got going on in CERN is actually open up portals. It's a lot. So tell us more. Sorry about that. It's a lot going on in the world, y'all. I mean, when you look at this, right after the river Euphrates dried up, a lot of things started taking place in the atmosphere. And remember what the scriptures say, that we would see signs in the heavens. We would see signs in the skies to know that that time is approaching. Yeah, y'all see that? Look like a straight up black hole. Yep. Dash Gaming said it. We are living in a sci-fi straight up Stranger Things predictive programming. Real talk. So out there in Switzerland, they pretty much are cracking open the upside down. And for real, looking at this, what else could this be? What else could this be but a portal of some sort? Look at this. Like, look at this, y'all. It's literally a black hole. And let me tell you, like, this got removed off the internet a few times. It's got removed a few times. Like, even the guy who posted it, he put in the caption. Hold on, I think this is the one he put in the caption. He had to re-upload it. Let me see. Is this the one he had to re-upload? Let me see. Yeah, he did this 4 hours ago because it was taken down. He actually had this up before because I mentioned it in a previous video. He had to re-upload it for some reason. So, and I heard that this got scrubbed, but I just wanted to show y'all before it got scrubbed again. I you know, because you just never know what's gonna stay online. And I like to show y'all these things because these are signs of the times, man. Look at this. Crazy. Yeah, that's crazy, man. But hey, man, we got to stay awoke. Somebody said, what about the creature that's in the river Euphrates? Well, that creature is roaming the land already, more than likely. That entity and their forces are already wreaking havoc. Yep, man. All praises to the Most High. Somebody said, yeah, that's a good point. More about what's coming in that we can't see. Yeah, man, it's a lot going on, man. The fifth seal open, war on the saints. Yeah, they're scrubbing everything involving truth. That is a fact. Somebody said, look into the flat earth, New Breed. I can't look into the flat earth because when I get on a plane, I can actually see the curve. So that killed that whole flat earth theory for me personally. When I get in the airplane, I can see the curve. I can physically look out the plane and see the curve. So that right there killed the whole idea of a flat earth for me. Although I do believe there's some truth to the earth having a firmament, because the Bible tells you to have a firmament. And that's something that NASA don't teach, that you did learn during the flat earth emergence. Somebody said plane and pilot said it's flat. I don't care what they said. I looked out the window with my own 2 eyeballs. I looked out the window with my own 2 eyes and seen a curve. So I don't know. It don't look flat to me looking out the window of a plane. Just doesn't. Somebody said the plane window was curved. Come on, man. Come on, man. What do you take me as? The window's a bubble. No, I'm not talking about that. Y'all crazy. Y'all saying the windows are concave. No, I literally seen the curve. Hey, look, I'm not here to argue with you. You know what? Here's the thing. You could think the world is flat. You could think the world is round. How about this? Let's get right within the world. How about that? How about that? How about we treat each other the right way while we here? We take care of ourselves. We live our best lives. We do what's right. We serve our Creator while we in this earth. And we'll figure all that out at the end. It's too many homeless people out here. It's too much going on wrong in the world for NASA to be spending billions of dollars and going into space to try to figure out what's going on when you got people down here who's starving. That's all I'm saying. So at the end of the day, I really don't care. It's not an argument for me. It just is what it is. But I love y'all nonetheless. All praises to the Most High. I'm glad y'all was able to catch another show. We got more content coming. If you can, brothers and sisters, like the video. If you got edification from it, turn your post notification bell on so you can get videos as they're being uploaded. Hey, listen, consider following me on Patreon to get exclusive content that's readily available, and support the work at New Breed.Love. Thank y'all so much. I want y'all to have a blessed evening. With that being said, shalom and peace.